All right, I believe Orange Sports Network. Such a time as this. It's game day. It's no longer Christmas Eve.
Well,
it's Christmas. It's Clemson Christmas.
Right.
And we're here for the third year in a row at Anderson.
But it's
Ford.
not yet, so it's still Christmas Eve.
Okay. We're here for the third year in a row. We appreciate sponsorship of Anderson Ford.
Absolutely.
They're going to be getting on later, talking a little bit about the dealership here, doing some game day picks with us.
We're at Anderson Ford, 3900 Clemson Boulevard, I believe it is.
Right across the street from Popeyes.
Pretty
Popeyes
much,
Chicken, yeah.
So, Come down here. I said the Expedition's the best seller they have out here. So definitely, if you're looking for something, come out here and give them a heads up.
Man, we got a lot to talk about today. We got a real big game coming up here in about an hour. That's that Texas
Ohio
State game.
Yeah. That one, that's very
Can't
good.
wait to see that. Hope Bake Nation's got their TV on the corner there, so we can watch a little bit of that. I missed the first quarter or so.
That's what replay's for. When you come back and watch that.
Yeah, it's going to be all day long. Football, and then tomorrow
Hey,
night.
you live for that.
Yeah, I mean, I know we do.
Let's be frank.
And it actually came pretty quick this year. So we got a lot to talk about. We had a lot to talk about last night. I'm going on about 4 hours sleep, and I feel good. Saw a couple of LSU fans arrive last night.
Oh,
and got to talk to
them. You probably had a few of them where you were staying.
Oh, yeah. So Tigers versus Tigers. They call us Death Valley Junior. We're going to find out who the real Death Valley is at primetime tonight.
I do believe they're going to be rudely upset.
A shout out to Lee Corso. I was watching ESPN Game Day today.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah,
so I'm glad you mentioned that. That's very true. Yeah,
he's a legend. He's kind of the forefront of the starting things.
34 years?
Yeah.
34 years. He's calling his last game today.
I don't know what I think he maybe put the Buckeye,
He hasn't
done it yet, but we're not watching it now. But he's the one that's famous for the mascot head thing. He kind of created that, started out, and it just became, what is college game day? What is college football on Saturday without game day? I mean, that's usually the start. The first thing you want to do.
That's the first thing you do. You kick it. You get your coffee, and you get ready to go, and you kick on ESPN. You watch.
For the first noon game, and you got Lee Corso, and then you always wait on what head he's going to put on. What mascot head. And now for Clemson's sake, every time you put on Clemson, we lose, and every time you put on another one, we win.
Exactly.
Anyway, so shout out to him and what he's done for college football, and we really appreciate that. Hopefully, we can bring as much excitement on our end here in the Clemson community.
On a local level.
On a local level. I don't know. I got big dreams, baby. I got big dreams. So just a shout out to a couple new sponsors. We had Sweetwater Electric come on board. Josh over there in Seneca. He does any kind of electrical work you want to do, commercial and industrial. We had 3 guys, Bar and Grill, come on. We'll be doing the Troy game there. They got a place in Easley. We'll be doing a live show.
Now, where is that?
It's in Easley, Wade Hampton.
Okay.
Oh, I can't give you the exact address. Over the Publix shopping center, right next to Publix.
That's good enough. Trip
center. Hot Spot. Everybody knows Hot Spot. It's like a Spinks gas stations. They came on board.
Yes, sir.
Beckman Realty. Jacob sold that one. He's out of Powdersville. He's all over the upstate. He started that. He's doing really well with that. I think he's like 35th in the country, which is pretty good. We will be doing a show after this at Vapor Nation. That's 3 years for them, Brad and them. They'll be picking like usual. And now, son, last year.
Also, do we have any slots available?
Huh?
Do we have any slots available?
Yeah, we have Georgia Tech game. We have SMU game, UNC game. South Carolina game's not available. Syracuse. Yeah, and they should sell out pretty fast. We got to come in.
So basically, if you're looking for something to move your business and get some stuff going through there, the way this moves is because search, they go back through, they find you, it pops up. Just reach out to Josh, really, and
we're 20
Orange, and he'll get you squared away and take care of you. So,
24/7, 365 articles go out with a link back to your.
The one thing I'm going to say about that is that you have people that have signed up 3 years in a row. Obviously, they're seeing a benefit with this. Yeah. So the truth is, if they're doing it 3 years in a row, we are nice guys. But here's the real difference with it is they don't do it because we're nice guys. They're doing it because it's effective. So what we do is just come in there and promote you and go from there. And of course, we do the show and do things, have a good time. but it's really about your business and drawing business to you. So that's what we want to make sure we do.
Not to brag or anything, but I mean, there's a lot of this goes to Sean.
You don't nobody.
And when I saw the number, I thought it was a misprint. Our website hits went up 30,000%.
38,000.
38,000. That is incredible. That is incredible. So, you know, he sat down, showed me all this SEO stuff, and, you know, he starts to lose me. He's got these graphs. We're able to track the hits. We were actually, amazing thing, and we're just the Clemson network. During the recruiting, back in December when they started recruiting, we were actually ahead of CBS Sports at #1.
Yeah, well, that's CBS.
I mean, not on all the sports, but we're in recruiting. I'll make myself clear, not bigger than them, but we had more hits during that
which is a couple
of days, which impressed me.
Impressive, yeah.
And we got Beth helping us out behind the scenes.
So let's change gears and talk about how Clemson looks this year. Now, this year we got a new defensive coordinator. Tom Allen came on from Penn State.
Got Matt Luke
here. He's been
here a couple of years.
Ingrained now. He's had a whole year to get on board. The intensity, the drive, everything has been driving through, and the excitement at Clemson has been just absolutely through the roof. Of course, people are excited. Ben Billward has been as
Junkyard Dog
as one of the coaches now. I'm personally excited about that because he's driving his intensity, and he's just he's like, you know, if I can do it, you can do it.
Well, I've always said
he's leading by example.
Behind every great team's a great coach, and then you saw the difference when Dabo came on board. You saw when we had Venables, what was going on in defense, and nothing against Wes Goodwin. He just didn't have the personality.
Wes Goodwin, honestly, I'm not knocking him. He's
a different type of personality.
He's an analyst.
He's an analyst. He went a defensive coordinator.
When Venables saw the opportunity, he hired him over at Oklahoma as an analyst.
But on every side of the ball, and every aspect of our team, we got a great coach. I mean, we got,
absolutely.
You know, even the running back coach used to run for Clemson, played in the NFL. And then Tom Allen, you know, he came from Penn State, and, you know, people ask why he came down here. Penn State did pretty good last
we're Clemson.
Year. Well, not only that, he's got family down here.
And because we're Clemson.
I knew that was our missing link because if you look at it last year, we had the talent. It was a coaching problem, and nothing against the coach we had. What I'm seeing around the campus and, you know, on the field and practice is there's a different attitude.
There's an intensity.
There's a different enthusiasm.
There's an intensity. There's so much different at practices, things, and I've watched a lot of that stuff.
I mean, football is a very
even when I promote
emotional, passionate game.
I promote a lot of different things, and it's the intensity factors that you would see. And you would look at it, and you're like, "Well, man, there's just a different air about practice, everything." Looking at, they even talked about the scrimmage game they did recently before the game, and they were talking about, man, they're just lights out. They're just things.
Yeah,
the little things, the wrap ups, the little things they were doing. They were just doing the little things, just spectacular. And so I'm just excited about that. Those are the things that I want to see. You know, it's always the first game of the season is always iffy because, you know, you always look at it and you go, they're not going to perform quite as expected because it's first game. There's always some jitters or all little things. But I'm really excited this time because of the fact that all the hype has been, they're saying, look, we're seeing the little things that you don't usually see. We're seeing these things are being taken care of right away. So I'm super excited about that. I didn't mention that yesterday, but I'm really jazzed about that.
So you're one of the few guys as old as me.
I'm not actually older, but I look
so I'll just kind of sum it up like this. 1981, nobody expected Clemson to win the national championship. Matter of fact, they weren't even ranked. And kind of like 9/11, I remember where I was. I remember where I was when Elvis died. I remember where I was when Clemson won that national championship.
I remember where I was when Reagan got shot.
Yeah, so we went 35 years, and I remember hearing we got a new coach hired. I remember running home to see it, and they said Dabo, and who's this guy? And from that point on, and he got up there and kind of spoke it into the future, and I said, I like the way this guy's talking. He said,
"Oh, absolutely.
We may not have a national championship this year, next year, but it will be soon, a lot sooner than you think." Todd Boyd comes on the scene, the 4th and 16. Three. Todd Boyd had that 4th and 16. Remember, and we had that kick against LSU to win in the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Yes, I did.
And then there's a man they kept talking about named Sean Watson who showed up the following year. And then we made a run, and I think we had more time against Alabama. We would have won that first national championship in the finals. But then we came back next year.
The first
4-13.
You were correct.
4-13.
Yes.
And
Matter of fact, that game was a very exciting game. the first game we played Alabama.
1981, we were way up
Even
here.
though Alabama won that game, that still was a back and forth game, and it was a very, very good game. Even Alabama fans admitted that game between that series of games between Clemson and Alabama was
That
just absolutely
last
exciting
drive Clemson had against Alabama when finally Sean hit Hunter in the end zone.
Yes,
it was the most beautiful last drive in the history of football. I could watch that over and over again.
It certainly propelled
because they scored, and I remember Watson said they left us too much time.
They did. They did. There's no question about it.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. When Trevor came on and we beat them 44-16, I love that because I could sit back and relax.
That was
for a Clemson fan. That was a nice, relaxing
that was a thumping. That game.
You know, that year that Sean played, every game we had so many close games.
We did,
and he was like a comeback kid.
You know, one thing Dabo always said is great teams find ways to win.
Yeah,
and that's how you know a great team is. It's you know, you're going to have adversity, but a great team, and that's not just Clemson. That's any great team. Any great team is going to find ways to win the game, and that's the truth. And that's not really just in football. That's in life. That's a life lesson, to be fair to you.
Football's kind of like life. You prepare for it.
It is.
You know, you look at the small details,
Never
bring
quit.
them together. You never quit. If you fail, you get back up. You try again.
If you make a mistake.
So there's a message in
mistake.
There's a message in football, you know, and teamwork too. Football's a teamwork game.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's just always been my favorite sport.
Well, I got to admit, baseball is probably still my favorite sport. I umpired for many years.
Yeah.
But I love football. So don't misunderstand. It's.
I just wish it lasted a little bit longer. So we're here. I want time to slow down. I can't believe we're actually here. I mean, this summer actually just
time flies when you get older.
Yeah. And we're going to be here a long time today, and it's going to be a wild day, and we're not going to get probably home at 3:00 in the morning.
It's okay.
And that's all right.
That's okay.
As long as we bring a W.
I'll pay for it tomorrow, but that'll be fine.
So, couple of new names. Trisha Smith, NIL went out. Jeremiah Alexander from Alabama. Me and you went to spring game, and we heard those two names more than anybody.
Yep.
Gideon Davison, the true freshman.
Oh yeah, forgot about Gideon.
Yeah, even though Adam Randall's stepping up, he's
doing
seniority,
doing quite well actually.
They're comparing him to Derrick Henry.
Yes,
and that you won't be compared to anybody but running backs. Derrick Henry.
I agree.
Gideon Davis, high school. If you ever watch the stats and stuff, it's incredible. He had 16.8 yards his junior year, a carry, 12 point something his senior year. So we're fresh right there. Got Adam Randall, and then Jay Haynes is coming off his ACL. He should be ready in the next week or two. I don't think he's playing today. And then Kay's only gotten better. And so here's the deal. New defensive coordinator. The game's won at the line.
Actually, I would say Cade's getting crisper.
I believe
that's the right way to say it. He last year he was very good. He made a lot of escapes where you looked at it like, what was the game? Was it Virginia Tech? Was the one? I don't remember the game.
It's done a while. Well, you remember the Pittsburgh game?
There was one he was caught in the end zone, came back through and threw for interception. Threw for touchdown, and you were like, because everybody thought there was no way he was going to get nailed back there.
Well, he's matured and he's gotten better.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. And
it's just experience.
He's getting literally he's getting crisper, and he's making.
He's got more confidence.
His decisions are faster.
In his defense, he didn't have in the beginning. And then when Matt Luke came on, the defense was a little shaky. That's
one thing you mentioned, but I'm going to reiterate that a little bit. Is that's one thing that Dabo, I think, has done exemplary. The NIL, every time I talked about his stuff, but he has been very strategic on picking choices on the NIL.
He didn't do a lot, but he got a couple key.
But he filled the gaps that he needed to fit, and he made a very strong point. And the first thing that he said is that they have to buy into his program. Mm-hmm. If they don't buy into the program, they're not going to work. So no matter what, if they're not the right person, they're not going to fit in what he's doing. Then that doesn't matter. That's not going to happen.
Well, everything kind of aligned this year. Once you go, I don't care if it's baseball, basketball, or whatever you've done in your life. But you're looking at a football team. You've gone to the top of the mountain, which we did, and we were there for a while. And then after LSU beat us in 2020, 2019, 20, played in 2020, COVID hit, and you felt that drop off.
Yeah.
And you begin to wonder,
Peaks and valleys.
when are we going to be back to where we were? Because you're never going to be satisfied.
Well, what got me is that you always had you had Feinbaum back at the time. He goes, "Oh, it's Dabo's done. It's this."
If you're Tiger Woods,
now all of a sudden he's going, "Oh my gosh, look at."
If you're Tiger Woods and you win the Masters and then you play the following year, you're not happy with second place. So once you win a national championship, you're not happy with anything but that. I know it's a hard feat to do. There's only one team that does it. But I think all the stars have come into line.
But in truth,
in all areas where we got a chance to do that.
Where do you really do this? And a good coach is going to do this. And this is one thing Dabo really does do. It's not, yes, he wants to be on top, but what he does is he bases on himself and he tries to improve. Yeah. The team tries to improve.
We've always talked about
and change the errors that they're doing and things and get better and better. And that's the important thing. Obviously, you want to win every day.
Yeah, well, he puts the young man first, and God and family, and which is academics. Which not all coaches do that.
Huge.
Because technically, most people who play in college football are not going to go pros. I think it's like 4%, 5%, maybe.
It's very small.
And then they do go. Sometimes they get cut. Sometimes they get injured. So a lot of times you got to look far enough into the future beyond the game of football. Like, you need to have a life outside of this.
You better have a plan B.
Even like Sean Watson, he's having problems in the NFL. Now he's not
probably not work for the rest of his life, but nevertheless.
Well, yeah, it just depends on how good you are with your money. So, but anyhow, how long we been on now? We've been on 16 minutes, 21 seconds. I'm just curious when I bring them up.
So yeah, I mean, overall, we're good on that stuff. But yeah, no, here's the good thing: we got some great games today.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what's going on before the Clemson game. We got Ohio State who won the national championship last year.
Dude, I'm going to be frank about that. As much as I'm not an Ohio State fan,
they're not winning.
Well, hold on. I'm going to say one thing though. As much as I'm not an Ohio State fan, I will say they absolutely earned that last year.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Ohio State.
Yeah, because
the truth of the matter is they fought an uphill battle.
They lost to Michigan.
And they battled back. And as much as I despise Ohio State, I will be honest enough to say they deserved that. And honestly, I kudos to them because they really did play an exemplary season. They really did.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's expanded college football playoffs. It wasn't for that. They went because they came in as an 8th seed, and they had to win 5 games to actually win the national championship.
Yeah.
They
did.
And we talked about that last night. I like the 12 teams. I don't like anything more than that. That's just me. I think it takes away from the value of the season. When they're talking about 30-something games, for basketball, great.
I just don't see how you're going to do it. I mean, you got to realize that.
Well,
as much as they're talking
as
about,
much as I'd like more football, it just takes away the importance of the regular season if you've got 30-something teams.
You got to realize the injuries that go on, all the things. Yes, you're playing 12 games in a season and stuff like that, but they're playing every day.
Yeah.
How many times do you have injuries in practice?
Well,
things like that.
What I'm getting, I think I missed the point. What I'm getting at is it takes away the value of you have somebody like a Walker or something getting in, or some team that's 6-6.
I mean, let's be frank.
So you could lose 3 or 4 games and still get in the playoffs. Now that's fine with basketball. That's what March Madness. But I think football, you got to have a cutoff. 12's good. 12's good. I think even 8 would be good.
I think you can make a determination of the best teams with 12 for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
I think after that, I think it's not like the NCAA. And first of all, football is not going to be the same as basketball anyway. First of all, you got guys that may weigh 100 pounds on the line from a team versus Furman versus Clemson or Ohio State. I mean, you may have 100 pounds across the entire line. They might weigh that much difference. I mean, so that's almost not fair.
Well, the good news, all conferences have to approve it. I don't see the ACC approving it or the SEC.
Well, we'll see.
It's got to be a majority vote. Some breaking news this morning. One of LSU's top safeties got to sit out the first half. They didn't even know this until I think late last night. And he didn't even play for LSU last year. He played for Houston.
Watched that. Read an article on.
He got a fight or something.
Well, so what happened was apparently it was a Clemson fan on Twitter that made a comment about that.
No, it was on ESPN this morning.
I understand that.
So he's not playing.
But there was a comment I read about it yesterday. And so what it was is it was apparently a Clemson fan that made a tweet on X or whatever it was, and about that. And so then Clemson, doing their due diligence, did research on it, found out, you know what? He did. He got
Well,
a suspension.
I don't think
he got it. Hold on. He got a suspension on the last game, and so he's not available. He's not eligible to come into the game until the second half of this game. Is what it is.
So what you're saying is that tweet put out the news and LSU.
Yes,
I didn't know it without
that tweet came out. Clemson didn't know about it at all. Nobody knew about it. And when they saw that and they did research, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to look."
So I was
going
to slide through the cracks.
Absolutely correct.
That's funny. Go Tigers. Way to do
yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, that's fantastic. And I mean, somebody goes, "Oh, that's
in the modern age of social media.
You know what? That's the problem with it. I mean,
back in the day, you know, we didn't have instant information.
Well, we do now.
We do now. Everything's at tip. Speaking of that, that's why, you know, I believe Orange has grown so fast because we specialize in multimedia. This bad boy right here rules our lives. You're looking for a car, you're not going to go home at 3:38 on Tuesday and hope a Ford commercial comes on. You're not going to go listen to the radio. You're going to think about it first. You're going to go to your Google search engines and you're going to look up cars, what kind of car you're looking for. Hopefully here at Anderson Ford, main thing is to get you up there on search engines, get more activity, more hits on you, and draw it back to your website so you make more sales, get a better return on your investment.
Right.
And that's what we do. You know,
and then you tell them that
I watched
Orange sent you, and you go.
I watched TV this morning. I can tell you what I watched. I can't tell you one commercial. That's all. I'm just being honest. But when I want a car, or I'm looking, I'm out of town, or I'm traveling and I need a hotel, I'm gonna look for search engine.
Absolutely.
Search engine optimization. We making it sexy again.
Sexy.
All right, so we got that game.
So
it's just all day long. It's just.
It is.
I'm glad.
It's packed. I mean,
I'm glad it's a night game.
We got Alabama at FSU. That's going to be an interesting game. Virginia Tech, South Carolina. That's going to be a good game. Notre Dame at Miami. Of course, when we got LSU at Clemson. Those are all great picks we're looking at. And,
even after
we're going to talk about them.
You won't have a football hangover because tomorrow you'll have Carolina at West Virginia and Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, and then that's at 3:30, and then you got Notre Dame, Miami. I think prime time 7:30. So you got two good football games on tomorrow, and then we got one Monday night. So we basically got Thursday.
Who plays Monday night?
I don't know, but somebody said we have one. I can look it up.
I have to look at that.
I may be wrong, but I think Brandon told me that this morning.
That may be true. I'm not sure about that, but we'll find out.
But 4 days a week's good enough for me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Sunday thing they do in the beginning, they kind of fades out. It's not like Monday.
Oh yeah, I said enjoy that for 2 weeks because then after about 2 weeks it'll fade away.
So when you think about cars, you know, in the history of cars, you cannot help think about Ford because you got Henry Ford, Model T, kind of where everything originated. Ford's been around forever. So
I got to tell you now, I'm not Ford, but it is about Ford. That Ford versus Ferrari movie.
I missed that one. Good.
Absolutely,
I heard it was good.
Phenomenal movie.
So Ford beat Ferrari.
About the.
Yeah. By the way,
phenomenal.
we may do a little shout out commercial after this show for the Mustang and some of these cars out here. They got some bad Mustangs out here. Cool. Bad meaning good. Yeah, they're gonna put you back a little bit.
Of course, they got the standard F-150s and stuff like that.
Muscle cars is about as American as apple pie and baseball.
Oh, I'll argue that.
And Mustang is right there with the muscle cars. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'd like to find an old dirt road somewhere and no police officers and just floor that thing as fast as it'll go. Not have to worry about anything. Just can't do it on the main road. My ex had a Ford. She had a Mustang, but that thing has some horsepower in it.
They'll get up and go. They'll definitely get up and go.
So, third year in a row. It's a beautiful day. I think it's going to be like 80.
It's going to be perfect weather. It's going to be perfect weather right there. So
I look at the Ford game we'll be at next week.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
577. I mean, it wasn't like that last year. So,
yeah, no, it's going to be great.
I think maybe the football guys are looking down on us. And so anyhow, anyway, we are 24 minutes into this. So we'll be at Vape Nation as soon as we get through here, packed up and get on down the road to go see Brad. That's their third year in a row. And then we're headed to
it's just
headed to tailgating. And so we're going to be doing some picks here in a little bit. No really injuries except Jay Hayne, but he's supposed to be back.
No, everything looks pretty strong for the most part.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Adam Randall, first of all. I think if he can establish the run game and open up a lot of things for us. That's the main thing, because a lot of people don't realize if you get 5 or 6 yards on a first down, it opens up the playbook. So if we can do that, I mean, the weapons out there are unbelievable. I mean, or West.
Oh, we mentioned Tyler Brown.
Brown's
Tyler Brown's
back.
back. Yeah, he's back. That's right. There's another one.
T.J. Moore, Antonio Williams. Seems like he's been there forever.
This has got to be his senior year.
It's his senior year.
Yeah.
But he's a beast. He's the beast. And he could have gone pro, but he won't stay.
Which tells you a lot about the program in itself.
Yeah, a lot of our guys stay. Gay could have gone. He stayed. So none of these one and done. I'm going to NFL. Well, of course,
Right.
now there's a little money involved in college, but it makes it a little bit easier. So,
yeah, it'll be. Oh, it's orange out. Everybody wears orange at the game today.
yeah, I have
So
a
it'll
purple
be-
shirt on. My girlfriend said you need to throw
Yeah,
the
you
orange
can't
shirt.
wear,
I had to
can't wear,
change.
can't wear that. You got to wear orange today. Everything is all orange today.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you're planning on going to the game, make sure you wear the orange. Don't wear purple. Don't wear. It's got to be orange. They got to be blinded by orange. That's real important right there.
So, Ryan Kelly,
Oh yeah.
this is what I like
He called Death Valley.
This is what I like about the whole thing. Brian Kelly made that statement about Death Valley Jr. And then, so of course they're going to interview Dabo. And I love the way Dabo handled it. He said, "Oh, he did, huh?" He goes, "Well, we're just going to let how we play on the field speak for itself." So
He's right.
there's one thing about running your mouth, but let's just back it up with action. And I just remember, we'd all remember the Notre Dame game, the Hurricane game, when he comes out of this tunnel and it looks like he sees a ghost when he first walks in there. Because Death Valley rocks at night.
Death Valley is
it's
probably one of the most
electric.
exciting places.
It is one of the most exciting. For me, it is anyway.
Absolutely. It's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's just great fun right there. So go from there. So I say we get ready to talk about some picks. And
Yeah,
we'll
go get
from
John.
there. And
Where's he at?
and we'll go from there.
They're out here selling cars. It's Saturday. It's game day. We have a night game. Come down here and get you a car. They got good interest rates.
Absolutely.
Come down there and talk to John and get you a car. Test drive your car. Got a badass Mustang back there. Excuse the language. So we're waiting on Mike. So I'll run my mouth for a little bit. All right. I'm not promoting this, but I am. And I got this off the Roar. If you like to play football online, there's an app called the Underdog. Nice little app. Give you a little game to bet on. You don't have to bet a lot of money. Put $10 down, you win $400 or $500. Gives you something to watch while you're watching the game.
They're coming. Yeah.
Coming. All right. We got two guys coming. They're excited.
They're coming, and we're going to get them.
One guy said he had a special surprise. I don't know what that
I'm
is.
looking forward to that.
I'm never surprised anymore. Nothing surprised me.
I don't know. Yesterday, I got to tell you. Yesterday, if you haven't seen that show, you got to watch it.
Our cheerleader fell down.
Well, one could argue Jim pushed her. I'm just saying. But
I think she was looking for a lawsuit.
it was.
I rewatched that thing last
Honestly,
night.
he did like that jokingly, and she went off balance. But it was the funny.
It was the funniest thing,
I
man.
literally about lost.
She was back there. I didn't really pay attention when we were doing the show, but I watched it again last night. She's back there just cheering the
It
whole
was
time.
great.
She had a pump on. So like,
It was hilarious.
that was an awesome show.
It was funny.
Jim's awesome.
It was just so funny.
Never a dull moment.
So funny right there.
We are the most
And then she
exciting.
gets up and changes her pick, and I said, "You can't change the pick. You already said what you're going to pick. You can't do
We are the fastest growing, most exciting sports network in the nation. Let's go. All right.
But
That was
But I'll-
classic,
but I'll-
man. That's
I'll-
one of the
I'll-
funnest shows ever did.
I'll joke. I'm going to just talk about them again. Make sure you come down to Anderson Ford down here, over here at 3900 Clemson Boulevard. Over here, really,
yeah,
at
that's
the
the-
corner of Clemson Boulevard, Salem Road, Salem Church Road. But if you see where Popeyes is, they're right at the corner. Of course, you can't miss a Ford dealership.
Yeah, you got Publix right across the road too.
Right there. So you can't miss them. I mean, if you're down
So-
on Clemson Boulevard, you know where they are. They've been here forever.
And they'll take care of you. Not only that, they have their own maintenance department here.
Oh, absolutely.
So
they take
something
they
goes
do
wrong
the
with your
whole-
car, you
whole kit
just
and
need a
caboodle.
tune up. You need an oil change. You can do it all here at the same place you bought your car.
Absolutely.
Um,
So they take care of you,
And that's
and that's important.
and that's important. It's very important.
Absolutely.
Customer service is the key.
And that's one thing they're very good about.
Yeah.
Very good about.
Hey, how long y'all been here? You know,
A long time.
how many years? Probably a long time.
No, it's been a long time. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
just
know
curious
the
how long
specifics
they've
on
been
that.
at-
We'll find out when they get over
Been
here.
at
But we'll
this
go from
for a
there.
while.
So we'll talk about some stuff right there. Get the picks going and in just a minute. And
If not, we'll just keep on talking.
that's right. Well, otherwise we'll just keep talking a little bit.
I've never been lost of words.
He is right
So, huh?
No, I was talking.
I'm
to-
really,
I-
really interested to see in the Texas Ohio State game. Let's see what happens there. Of course, I can't wait for our game, and I can't wait for that Notre Dame Miami game.
Notre Dame, Miami.
You got any surprise
gonna
teams?
be a
I'm gonna tell
really
you.
good game.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think Rowdy Tiger, who does the podcast with us on Tuesday night, I think a sleeper is, and Jacob agrees too. I think Georgia Tech is going to surprise a lot of people.
Georgia Tech.
You got to trust me on this one. They're not even ranked. They really beat Georgia last year. There were some bad calls there. But Georgia Tech and their coach and their quarterback. Don't be surprised if it's Clemson, Georgia Tech in the ACC championship. A lot of people are saying Miami. That's just me. I could be wrong, but I think Georgia Tech's the most underrated team in America.
The problem with Georgia Tech. The problem with Georgia Tech is they show a lot of inconsistency, and that's the problem. And
I'm pretty good last year. Their quarterback's only getting better,
but
they got a really good coach.
If you look at them, though, there were some moments of brilliance, but then they would have a lot of inconsistency going through, and that's the problem that they're showing. And then they'll play really well. I agree. The Georgia game, they played an exceptionally good game. And did, but it's also a rivalry game. And rivalry games,
it's good old fashioned hate. Is that what they call
absolutely.
it? A game, good old fashioned hate.
And I mean, I'm going to be frank with you. Look at South Carolina. Now, their quarterback.
South Carolina's come a long way, but South Carolina's got one problem. They got a tough schedule. They
do.
They may make the college playoffs, but they're playing all the.
I think their picks. I saw them where somebody had them as 8-4, somebody had them as 7-5. And that's pretty accurate, I think.
Penn State's in the mix, but
I think they'll be
8-4. Let's see. They predicted last night on a show late last night on ESPN, and I said that was my prediction. I predict Clemson and Texas in the national championship. Clemson wins in a rematch from last year. Horns down.
That'd be fun.
Matthew McConaughey will hear the all right, the original all right.
Well,
all right, we got the guys.
He's already got that trade.
It all comes down to sales. Nothing sells, nothing happens. And just like any business, and we try to get business for other businesses and help create their business. The guys are supposed to come on camera. I think they're out there making a sale. Just good. It's Saturday. They're busy. Means they're moving cars.
That's how they got to do it.
Get out there and sell a car. Don't come back inside until you do.
That's right. That's exactly how it works.
Here they come.
But yeah, we got some good stuff coming through here, and so I'm excited about talking about the picks we got going on. So
they say, guys, y'all ready? Y'all about ready?
We're going to get this going. So
okay,
there we go.
All right, here's a pick thing.
So we're just going to talk about some stuff right now.
Let's see how we best get
one
them
more
on
guy
camera.
real fast. But y'all come on over here.
Talk about Anderson Ford. Tell us what's going on here.
Tell us about what's going on here and talk about it real fast.
How you guys doing?
All right, so we're down here at Anderson Ford, 30 year
You need to come in a little bit.
I'm not even, yeah.
There you go.
Camera.
I didn't realize you're going to break the camera.
Just introduce yourself.
My name's Tommy over here at Anderson Ford.
Yep, my name is John.
Okay.
John and Tommy.
John and Tommy. Two common names.
So let me ask you this. What is the best sellers out here?
I would say definitely trucks.
That's what I'm thinking. Trucks.
Rangers.
Rangers. I got a
Rangers.
Ranger. I got a Ford Ranger. I've had it.
How about the Expedition?
They're pretty good. They just came out with new body style, so
nice.
they're doing really, really well.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So finance here. Y'all finance your own stuff?
Of course I do.
Okay.
You can't get a car without getting financed. Come on,
well, I didn't know if you somebody out.
What kind of question is that?
Well, I know. Sometimes you do
that was a dumb question.
It was a dumb question. I do that.
It really was a dumb. It's Ford.
Ford
I'm going to say probably Ford Motor Credit.
Great.
I'm just going to go with that.
Yeah.
Just
well, I mean, you can't think about cars without thinking about Ford. Yeah, Henry Ford. He's created the Model T, so they've been around. How long y'all been here?
How long has this place been?
I don't even know. I've been here 5 years, going on 6.
Yeah, it's probably been here for 30 years.
1898.
Probably at least.
1898.
But it's been a long time. I can
Had a
tell you
dirt
this.
road down here.
I can tell you this. Back in the day when I sold Yellow Pages, they were here.
Yellow paper.
And that was 2006.
I'm getting tapped in.
So
Sorry.
That was 2006.
Buy a car here.
Dallas is here now.
Oh,
So
thank God.
Dallas is here.
So
Had
we
some
not,
customers.
hey, one thing we said is
confused with
we
Cowboys.
said,
That's
hey,
it.
look, we got customers on the lot. You got to do what you got to do. We understand how the game works. So
Yeah, absolutely.
and if you got to run, we understand that.
Yeah.
Dallas, one thing I was telling us, I was just asking them to tell us what, in your opinion, he would say the F-150, but what do you think is your best seller?
Honestly, and I was telling him earlier,
for everyone watching, any family car right now, and if that says anything about the market now, it's going. The Expeditions are
Soccer
remodeled.
moms.
They're going great. They're brand new. The Explorers are doing the same thing. They're remodeled as well. So it's honestly going in that direction for me. The F-150s are a big seller. They always have.
Yeah,
been.
you
They're
can't
just
go
really
wrong.
consistent.
Everybody needs a truck. Everybody's got a truck.
But on
Even
our
if you got a
lot,
car,
we can't
you
even
need a
keep
truck.
the Expeditions.
Yeah.
So
That tells you a lot right there.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot. So let's get into the picks. Let's talk about some stuff. You got one?
Everybody got one? You want me to go first? So what we do, everybody goes, picks a team. And this is just got top 5 games that we picked. And Vegas is
2 of them are on tomorrow.
Yeah, Vegas point spread, and then we usually do a score. So we got Texas and Ohio State first game at noon, which is right around the corner, 30 minutes from now.
So that right there is number 1 Texas versus number 3 Ohio State.
In the shoe. I'm
In
sure
the shoe.
Matthew McConaughey's there on the sidelines.
Vegas
and
has that 1.5 points, which doesn't need cover home field advantage, to be honest with you.
ESPN Game Day is currently up there.
Doesn't need cover home field advantage.
Yeah.
Myself personally, I think the Horns are going to win that, and I think it's
field goal.
It's not going to be my money. So,
Okay. All right.
so I don't think that Ohio State, because they lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're in a rebuilding mode, and I realize that.
Yeah. The only thing what they got going for them is that's a hard place to play there.
So is Texas.
Yeah.
So is a lot of
well,
places.
I mean, I'm just saying they're not playing in
tough.
Texas.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that, but
But
that's me. I think Texas is going to win that game.
we're going to see if Arch Manning lives up to the Texas name. We haven't really seen him play.
I believe he's going to.
It's kind of like Dale Earnhardt Jr. You got to live with your dad's name. So, when Eli Manning's your uncle, and you got. So, anyways, 35, 28, Texas. Texas is going to win. I don't know why that's going to win.
What do you think?
I'll be honest with you. Everyone's going to say Texas. I think in a million years, I think being at Ohio State plays a really bad disadvantage for Archie Manning, especially being the first game start. Right? Am I wrong for that?
No, you're right. You're right.
Game starting.
We'll see how good he is under pressure.
He's been playing.
Yeah. I know he played a little bit, but honestly, just watching him and how the whole Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders thing. There's a lot of hype behind him. I think he might not live up to it.
He may not, and it is first game. You are correct.
I don't see him walking into Ohio State and dominating that first game. If I'm being honest, I think it's 35-24.
I'm gonna qualify this. You're not going to see anybody dominate first games. Period.
No,
you're just not going to. As much as we all say that, every time you watch first games, you always watch blunders coming through, and you go, "Really?"
Yeah.
And then they tighten up.
Yeah.
Because it's first game, so it's always going to be that case, and so you go from there. How about you? What do you think? So you got Ohio State.
Oh, I got Ohio State all the way, and I think it's going to be a 10-point game.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, Ohio.
Ohio State.
I
Okay.
got
Ohio State.
All right. Okay. Alabama.
I despise Ohio
This
State.
one.
Oh, I don't like them. I don't like them either. Let me get that straight. I'm just saying, I think they're gonna have to dog.
I'm a little bit older than you. I was at the game when Woody Hayes hit our player, and actually the guy John Botnick's in our group. Charlie Botnick, I'm sorry, was in our group. The guy who caught that pass and intercepted, and
Yeah,
hit him.
that wasn't Woody's best moment.
No, it was his last game. It should
That
have
wasn't
been.
his best moment. But I don't even want to.
I never liked him since.
Yeah, it's one of those things. All right, so we got that. Next game is now this is tomorrow, isn't it?
No. So we got Alabama at FSU.
Oh, that's 3:30 today.
Yeah.
It's the other ones are. I'm sorry. So then at 3:30 we got Alabama at Florida State.
Okay.
Right.
So Alabama is ranked 8. Why is Alabama ranked 8? Because they're Alabama. I don't think they're an 8 team. We picked it on the podcast. I picked it last night. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but FSU's coaches, his job's on the line. They're playing at FSU for some crazy reason. I think FSU's gonna upset Alabama. Vegas has got 13-5. That's a pretty good spread.
Kind of hard to argue.
I just have a feeling that I have a feeling. I started out. It's not that I don't like Alabama. That's not why I'm pulling against them. I just think I have a feeling about it. I'm going to go with the feeling, and FSU's going to upset Alabama.
Okay. What do you think?
I think I got to agree with him. Yeah.
You're going with Florida State, really?
Yeah, Vegas.
I don't think so. I think
They're
this
gonna
game's
lose
gonna
money.
go exactly how Vegas thinks it's going to go, and I think Alabama's going to. I think honestly, if there's someone that's going to dominate, I think Alabama's going to dominate FSU.
See,
I don't think
I'm
so.
100% agreeing with you.
It was like last night too.
And I think that Alabama is going to actually, I'm going to go here. I think they're going to cover the spread. So I think that Alabama is going to win this one big. And I realize it is a big game for Florida State, but they are playing Alabama, and Alabama's still a pretty loaded team. And I don't think I agree with you. I think there is some issues there with Alabama too. But I mean, I don't think Florida State can cover the issues there. So I think that it's going to be one of those things that this is a game that. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game for both of them, but I think that this spread's going to be pretty strong. So,
Yeah, I think Florida State has to make a lot of changes. I think they have to make a lot of changes fast.
Yeah,
So if they ever
last
want
year
to
was a
get back-
disaster.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even make it. It's not Florida State. I think Alabama.
No, I mean,
think
Florida
Alabama
State came in like
Alabama
fourth
is.
or fifth, right, in the beginning, and then
Yeah.
and it went down with GJ and everything.
No,
Just went
these
down
next two games are actually tomorrow, but we're going to talk about them. Then we're going to talk about
Okay.
the game.
So,
But,
The only one that matters.
that's
The
right.
one tonight.
That's right.
we got Virginia Tech, South Carolina. They're playing a neutral site at Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta tomorrow at 3:30, which I love U.S. Sunday football, 2 games. You know me, I'm not a Carolina fan, but
Well,
Sellers-
Vegas has this for 8 points on this one.
yeah, Vegas has them by 8. They're definitely at advantage. I think they're going to win by more than that. North Sellers, I mean, he runs like Cam Newton. If he can just get his passing a little bit more accurate, the teams are going to be in trouble. They got a tough schedule. But, you know, their coach has come a long way. They're looking decent. They got a tough schedule. By the time they play us, they're going to have a couple losses. This ain't going to be one of them. I'm a little worried about that game. I'm thinking too far ahead when we go down to Carolina. I'm always worried about the game. But I'm taking South Carolina. I think South Carolina's going to win by like 21. I'm going to say 42-21.
Really? You think
Yeah.
a blowout?
I think so.
That's a high score there.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
I
sure
can't-
about that.
Score there.
What do you think?
I got South Carolina, but I don't think it'll be a blowout.
What do you think?
Maybe a field goal.
See, that's
Okay.
pretty accurate.
See,
It's neutral site.
I think South Carolina's one of those teams to watch out for. Just to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I think,
Oh, they are.
I think it's the team in the SEC you don't want to play. You
Every
don't wanna
couple
go to
years
South
they'll
Carolina,
upset
you
a
don't want them to
number
come
one
back.
team.
Let's be honest about it. They beat us last year. They beat us last year.
Beat us 2 out of the last
I
3
mean,
years.
but last year, there's one thing when you don't play as well as expected. But last year they beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, I told my son-in-law who's a Carolina guy, and I told him, I said, dude, when the guys when we have 3 guys in the backfield and he scrambles around and scores a touchdown, let's be honest about it. And you're going, how did he do that? He does it, and just kudos to him. I mean, that's what it is. So, your pick, who you think?
Oh, I think South Carolina. I think maybe about 14. I don't think 21, 10 to 14.
So I'm the
points.
only one that's going to go here because I personally don't think that. I think Virginia Tech's going to win this by a field goal.
Wow.
So I'm going to go.
That's a bold move there.
I'm
That is
going
bold, man.
to be the odd man out.
Virginia Tech's
It's
not
really
right.
because I despise South Carolina, but be fair. I think that South Carolina's not going to win this game, and I think they're going to lose by a field goal.
It's tough for me to even say, but I think South Carolina is fairly ranked. But I think South Carolina.
I think so.
South Carolina has a good shot to get into the playoffs.
I think
hate
so.
to say it. I think they got a tough
They
schedule.
came close last year.
And I think if
They are a good team.
I think
They are
if
a
they
good team.
win 3 or 4 big
Yeah,
games,
Beamer's done a lot down there.
3,
Did
4
more
big
than what
games
Muschamp left with.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to compare it to when Dabo was at Clemson.
Yeah.
When he was, when
But
they
they-
first
they've got a
started
similar
getting-
I have.
They do
compared
have a
that.
similar
I have
personality.
compared that, and that's one of the things
Yeah.
that I told Carolina people and go from there. I was like, look, you got to get a coach that you can grow with.
Yeah.
And for the first time after going through all these other ones, and nothing against Lou Holt, believe me, but nothing against Spurrier. But the truth is, I think Beamer is doing exactly that, and he's getting them to buy into the program, and that's what the thing he's doing down there, and that is exciting to actually watch and go from there. And it's pretty fun to watch. That
No,
stuff
it's
like that.
fun
The
to
intensity
watch.
is good, and you go from there. So.
Even though you don't like them, they're still in state. So
Yeah,
they're playing Clemson.
exactly.
So
And,
you still
I mean-
go for your home state.
I'm not sure about that.
And when Vegas goes and makes
But,
these-
Got it.
you know,
Vegas,
Gotta pull for that.
Vegas researches all this stuff. When money's involved, they're pretty accurate on a lot of stuff. I just, for
So,
some reason, think FSU.
7:30 tomorrow night.
Yeah,
We
Prime
got
time.
Notre Dame
at Miami.
at Miami.
Vegas has Notre Dame 2.5.
That's going to be another game that's going to be interesting. You want to go last on this one?
I'll go ahead and take it. We
All right,
talked
go-
about this last
go
night. Notre Dame's going. I like Marcus. I like their coach. I like Notre Dame's in national championship last year. Every time they put Miami up there on a pedestal and talk real big about them, I don't think they're number 10. You know, even though Carson Beck's down there, I got nothing against Miami. I just think that Notre Dame. I think it's going to be a decent game. It's not going to be a blowout, but I think Notre Dame's going to take them by maybe a touchdown.
Okay. So
I'm
you
going
think
to
cover the
go
spread?
32-25 or something.
Okay, we don't have to say numbers. That doesn't
Yeah.
matter. What you think?
I'm from Miami, so Miami's my hometown.
Okay.
You know, so
I didn't mean-
I got to rep Miami.
I put that
I
opinion.
got Miami taking Notre Dame.
Jimmy Johnson was the man.
Touchdown.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Bold.
I think Miami's going to upset them.
I mean, I pulled for Miami. I mean, I just think Notre Dame's going to win.
Nothing wrong with that.
You ever been to the game?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll be honest with you. I think Notre Dame's a 3-loss team. I think Notre Dame's a 3-loss team, and I think Miami's the first one. I think Miami wins by 10 points, and I think and Miami being at home, Carson Beck's first game. I like Notre Dame's coach a lot, and I don't like saying that, but I think Notre Dame's a 3-loss team. I don't like them at number 6.
Okay.
I don't like them at number 6 at all. Just
Okay.
being honest. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, myself personally, I think that spread's going to about cover it. I think I think Notre Dame's going to win that by a field goal, and I think that it's going to be a dogfight. That's going to be a very good game, and really, let's be honest about it. Home field advantage is 3 points. So I mean, and though it's not Notre Dame's not home, they're playing at Miami, but the truth of the matter is that means it's pretty evenly matched, and it's. But Notre Dame is a scrappy team, and they're a very good team. I think that might be one of the best games to watch.
Yeah.
All jokes, that might be one of the best games to watch. And I just think myself personally, I think Notre Dame
It's definitely going to be a good game.
It's going to figure it out and go from there. But if Miami wins it, I'm not going to be upset. It's one of those things.
Just what it
So,
is,
but it is what it is.
they're not a
Which
bad
now
team.
brings us back to our game, which
anyway,
matters
I'm
the
just gonna-
most.
Yeah, you got to love game day. Ohio State student nails his first field goal, $250,000 on game day. Imagine being a student. They usually miss those things, man. If I don't know if they give them warning, but I'd be out there practicing every day.
No, they give you.
I'd be out. Yeah, I'd have a football and field goal post
I think
somewhere.
you know a couple days beforehand, so you get something.
Imagine waking up 18 years old and then win the day.
Oh, by the way, you got to kick that.
You got an extra $250,000 for kicking a
I'd
field
drop
goal.
out if I'm being honest with you.
And then you miss it. I mean, you ever see the one at South Carolina when LSU was down there? It was raining, and the guy, I think he was drunk. And he went up there kicking. He slipped.
He was in
kicked it.
boots.
Yeah,
He
he
was in
slipped.
some boots
He
or
slipped and he
something.
kicked it backwards or something.
That was pretty
That
embarrassing.
was pretty bad.
That was the worst kick. But
So
that's,
now tonight
all right.
we have number 9 LSU.
What a matchup
versus number 4 Clemson.
for an opening game.
At
And
the
it's a-
real death match.
Yeah, we're not up in Charlotte. We're not in Atlanta.
So
We're
this
here
game
at
is
Clemson.
actually at 7:52 kickoff,
Mhm.
not 7:30, but because of whatever. Vegas has this actually. When you did it, you marked it as 3.5 points,
This is
but
like
it's actually
stop
4
market.
points.
Yeah, it changes.
So it's
I think
actually
it
4
is.
points. I personally think that Clemson's going to win this by 10. That's myself. So I think Clemson's going to win it by 10, and I think we're going to. And I don't think it is first games, and I do think we're going to see some mistakes on both sides of the ball. But I think ultimately, I think we're going to scrap out and we're going to win the game. So go from there. What do you think?
You know, Johnny, you were talking about this earlier, just kind of go in depth about it.
So, very dedicated Clemson fan. You know, I actually have it tatted on my collarbone here. Got the I'm all in.
Cool.
Hey, nice.
You're all in. If you got all in on you.
So I personally got Clemson winning. I think it's gonna be a blowout.
I like it. I like it.
I think
I
that's
hope
an
it
awesome
is.
start.
Huh?
I think that's awesome. I think LSU goes up early. I think LSU goes up early, and I think we fight back.
Okay.
I think.
I don't disagree with that.
I think everyone's going to get nervous at first. I'm not going to be nervous one bit. I think LSU might go up 10 points, but I think Clemson comes back. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to. Cade's going to have to knock the nerves out a little bit.
Lock in and
figure
settle
it
down.
out. I think Clemson wins all the way. I just think LSU starts out strong and they finish slow. So
Be interested. I personally would love to see a blowout, but I'm just saying. But I don't think that'll happen. Go from there, Josh.
Oh yeah, I think eventually what's going to happen, Clemson's going to stop the run. Newsmeyer is not going. He's a great thrower. He's got a heck of an arm. Probably
He's
the
a
best.
Heisman opportunity.
Well, he's got probably the best arm in the
he's
country.
a Heisman prospect
But he's
already,
not a
so
Lamar Jackson. He's not a Michael. He's not a runner. You know,
He
doesn't scramble.
but he's smart.
Put him on his back.
He's smart.
Don't give him 10, 15 seconds. You know, I think at halftime we might be up by 3.
10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Give him 5 seconds, you might be screwed.
yeah,
So I think at halftime maybe Clemson's up by 3. We go in the second half and then we pull ahead, and I think we win by like 13.
That's bold.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Not a
See,
blowout, but about 13.
13's getting to be a blowout.
It's getting close. It's getting close. It's not a
That's
blowout, but it's as close as you can get to it.
close.
Hey,
man.
when my team's not playing, I love a close game. When my team's playing, I want to blow out. I want to relax,
Yeah,
kick back. I don't wanna be
So
sweating.
we'll see how that works out. Mark this down, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
But
that's-
the
we
one
keep
upset
record
I
of
got
all
is
this.
Virginia Tech versus South Carolina. I have Virginia Tech because I'm gonna go with the Hokies.
What we ought to do is,
Hey, got to
do
pull
it
for the
again, hey.
ACC.
when we do these
Hey,
show
gotta
picks,
appreciate, right?
what we all do, we do these show picks. It's all saved at the end. Whoever came the closest, we're going to give them some prize or something like that. All right. So, all right. Y'all,
Let's do the
what else?
Tiger
Anything
Chat.
else y'all got to say?
Other than that,
Come on down to Anderson.
Definitely
Ford,
come
we'll
down
tell you
here
the
and
location.
give me a heads up.
Yeah, we need to get some more picks in. You know,
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, I think in the next couple of weeks it's going to be interesting. I think Clemson finishes really strong.
Yeah. I think we go
so,
undefeated.
too. I do.
Still, I'm worried about Georgia Tech and South Carolina game. I think we got tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely.
All right. So y'all know Tiger Chant.
Fun.
What was the surprise?
No, that was a surprise to all in tattoo. You know.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
We were talking about this earlier. He's a huge Clemson fan.
I thought that.
So he's
That's
from
awesome.
Miami,
That's a
moved
good
up
chat.
here.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So let's
All
do
right.
Tiger Chant.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. CLEMSON. Tigers. Fight, Tigers, fight, Tigers, fight, fight, fight. Go Tigers, I'm leading orange, baby. Let's